So recently I picked up this cheese cutter. It's a planing kit that Rockler sells. I've made a lot of these different types of kits over the years and I really enjoy them. Rockler does a really good job and the quality is always really high. I'm actually planning on making a cutting board and I thought this would go perfect with that. And if you're looking for a quick, easy gift to make, this would be a great kit along with a cutting board. So stick around for the video. I'll show you how I made this one. And as always, check out my website at woodlogger.com where I'll post more detailed information about this project and other projects I have going on in my shop. So before I can get started on my cheese turning kit, I've got to find the center on my block of wood here. I've got a nice pretty piece of cherry here. I've got a handy dandy center finder that I can use. It just lays on each of the corners of the block and allows me to get a straight line and find my center. You don't need one of these. You can just use a ruler and lay it across and accomplish the same thing. The main point is that you want to find the center in your X. And I've got my mark here done. Next marks the spot. I'm going to head over to my drill press next. It takes a 3/8 inch drill bit going in about 1 inch deep is what this plan calls for. I'm going to head over there next. Okay, so I've got my block of wood all ready for my cheese cutter. Next up, I've got to put the insert into that. The insert comes with the kit, and it also comes with an Allen wrench so that you can help drive that in. I'm actually going to use some CA glue to just help secure that in a little bit better. It's an optional step, but I recommend it. And if you do that, then I recommend that you also take a small piece of painter's tape, put it on the bottom so that if any of the glue seeps up, it won't ruin your insert. Once I get that secured in, I'll let that sit for a little while, and then I'll be ready to use this 3/4 inch mandrel piece. It's an optional piece that Rockler sells, but I recommend that you check it out if you think you're going to make a few of these. So once the insert is secure, I'll be able to insert the mandrel into that, and then ultimately that'll be mounted on my lathe, and I'll be ready to turn this piece next. So I'm going to work on that now. So I'm about ready to start turning my cheese cutter. I wanted to call out a couple things first though. I've got my chuck all loaded on my lathe. Next up I'll put my mandrel bit into there and then tighten that down. Once I've got that tightened, then I'll be ready to use my block with the insert. I'll screw that into place, slide that down and anchor it. Probably going to use a bowl gouge for some of the bigger pieces and sort of shape it down to the size I want, and then I'll switch to a skew. I like to kind of switch back and forth between those. So I'm going to work on that next. All right, so I've got my handle looking pretty good. It's shaped how I want it to look. Next up, I'm going to do some sanding. I've got this 5-roll sanding pack, and I'm going to start at a 150, work my way up to 600, and get it nice and smooth to the way I want it to look. After that, I'm going to apply a coat of wax, probably 2 coats of wax, and I use this product called Triple E Ultra Shine. It's fantastic. It's a great product. It's from Australia. It's a little pricey, but it's well worth the cost. And then after that, I'll apply some Shello wax, just a couple drops of that. It's kind of a 1-2 punch if you use them together. The Shello wax, you apply just a little bit of pressure so that you build up a little bit of heat, and it just kind of bakes it in there and makes it look really nice. So I'm going to work on that next. So there it is. I've got my cheese slicer all done. The cherry block of wood that I used, I think, turned out really nice. It's got the handle that detaches. You can just unscrew it from the top, so it's easy to clean, and it just feels really solid. Rockler is really good at making these kind of products. So be sure to check out my website at woodlogger.com, where I'll post more detailed information about this project and other projects that I have going on in my shop.